Hi everyone. Today we are going to go over some more formulas in Smartsheets, and basically the formulas I'm going to show today is going to be, we're going to use it in daily basis in Smartsheets. Okay, so we have to pay full attention. Okay, and I'm going to start with if contains, and we are using the data we had previously. So basically the student IDs at the very first column, and there are some randomly generated numbers in math, science, and arts. Okay, so if contains, and once we have that, you can see like the criteria is like we'll be searching for some specific string. Okay, and we have to define some range. So let's say we are looking for mi. Okay, and you can see like mi is right there, right? And then comma, and then let's say we are looking in this specific cell. Okay, and then we close the parenthesis, and since we're using if, we have the opportunity to return something, right? So if the condition is true, then we'll say like got it. And if the condition is false, then let's say not found. Okay, and then we can close the parenthesis, close it. So as you can see, we have mi right here, we can see it. So basically that's why we are returning got it. Okay, so we can just extend this to the very end. Okay, and see like we have couple of not found, right? Because this is mh and az, and we are not meeting that. So basically it is giving a false in this right here. Okay, so that's why we are having not found. Okay, okay, so let's move into VLOOKUP. Okay, so we have VLOOKUP, and once we have it, you see like we'll be looking for some value. Okay, so there needs to be some search value, and then we have to point out a lookup table. Okay, and then the column number where from we are going to return that specific index. So let me give you the example. So we are doing the VLOOKUP right here. Okay, and let's say we are looking for how much this specific student got. Okay, so this is the search value. Okay, so we are looking for how much this student has gotten, and we have to define like which subject. Okay, so like math, science, and arts, we're going to define that right now. But before that, we have to define the lookup table. Lookup table is nothing but the column containing the search value from there to the very end, wherever you want to finish your search. So this entire row and column area is your lookup table. Okay, so you select that. Okay, and then what else? You have to uh, give the number, like which column you are going to get the value from. So obviously, like if I want to know the number he got in math. Okay, so basically I have to define column 2, right? Because this is column 1, this is column 2, this is 3 and 4 in the lookup table, right? So let's say column 2. Okay, and then I close it. Okay, and then press enter. So this student, he got 80 in maths. Okay, so now if I want to know like how much this specific student got in arts, then what we can do, like you can put column 4 here, right? Because arts is the column 4. Okay, so he got 72. So let's revise the formula again. So VLOOKUP, if we want to find how much this particular student has gotten in some specific subject, then what we need to do, we need to give that student ID right here. Okay, and then we have to create the lookup table. Table is you can do the selection from the first column is always going to be um, the column where the search value is located. So basically this is student ID column in this case. Okay, and you have to go down till like wherever is the last column you think relevant. Okay, so you define that, and let's say if I select 3, then it's going to return the value from this science column, and that's going to be 93, right? So let's do it again. So 93. So similar thing like the VLOOKUP did, we can achieve by using index and match. So let's get started with that. Index and then match. Okay, so in the match, we have to define the search value. So let's say this is the search value we're looking for, how much this student got in maths. Okay, and then the range. So basically where this search value is located. So this is right here. Okay, so I just defined that and close the parenthesis. Now before the match, we have to have that output column. Like from which column we are going to get the value. So once we find this ID, we'll be returning something from, for example, let's say from the math column. Okay, so we have to define that right here. So this is going to be our output. So going over it again. So in the match, there is a condition like, you're going to get this student 3, and you're going to look for that ID in this specific column. You have defined that right here, in the green font. Okay, and once you find that, you will just give the corresponding number in maths, and you make sure that like you have it right here. Okay, so this is our output. So once you have that, I think we are missing one parenthesis right here. So have that. So I have got 80. Okay. So in the VLOOKUP right here, we were looking into the numbers this specific student got in arts, right? So let's say in index and match, we have to define the arts column. So instead of this, I'll just drag it to the arts column. Okay, and press enter. So he got 72, but this is 93. So let me see what's going on here. Oh, okay, because we said like this is 3, right? So this is the science column. So we have to define the column. The arts column is number 4. Okay, so now both have the same marks, right? So basically, you can use VLOOKUP or you can use index and match. I think index and match is much faster because it's just looking into one column and giving us the corresponding index value, right? So, but there are 2 options to do this kind of search. Okay, so let's move into index and match. Index and collect. And basically, whenever you are using index and collect, if you look into the equation, like you have the output and you can have different criteria, and you can have more than one criteria, as you can see here. Okay, you can have 1 criteria, 2nd criteria, 3 criteria, whatever you want. So let's work on that. First, you have to define the output, and we are looking for the student IDs. Okay, now which students we are looking for? Let's say we are looking for the students who got more than 95 in maths. Okay, so more than 95 right here. So as you can see, this is our condition here, right here. In maths, more than 95, and whoever got more than 95 will pull out the student IDs. So in the first place, we will define the range or outputs, and in the second case, we'll define like the condition. Okay, and now after that, you have to put 1 here, and the reason I'm saying after this. Okay, so now enter. So you see the first guy right here, he got more than 95. Now if I don't put 1 here, the problem it will be, you see like there are more people who got more than 95. This guy, right? So what this is doing, whoever is satisfying this condition, we are just having the index. Okay, and 1 means like you are giving output of the first match. Okay, now if you have the second, that number 2, if you put number 2 there, it's going to give you the second case. Okay, which is right here, this is student. Okay, and so on. So basically you have to by default you have to put 1, okay, to get a get this running. Okay, now this is one case, like you can have only 1 output here, as you can see. But if you use join and collect, okay, let's say I have to put the equal sign on and then collect. Okay, and then you use the same condition, like this is our output column. We want to know the student IDs who got more than 95 in maths, and you have the criteria range right here, and then you have more than 95. Okay, and this time it's going to pull out all the students who got more than 95 in maths. Now I want to have a delimiter or separator right here. Let's say double dash and then close it, and you can see I have 1, 2, 3, 4 students who got more than 95 in maths. Okay, so here in this case I'm just using index and collect. Okay, so it's just giving me 1 output, single output, whoever it's the first one. Okay, in this case it's just pulling out all the data and putting it in this column and with a separator. Okay, now if you look into here, I'm just using only 1 condition, right? But as I said before, I can use more than 1 condition, right? So let's pull out the students who got more than 95 in maths, then more than 95 in science. Okay, and then let's have another condition. Let's say more than 95 in arts. Okay, and I'm just having 1 here because it's highly unlikely that 2 people got it. So you see invalid value because I don't think anybody got it. Okay, so let's have like lower values, lower marks here, like 90, 90 and 90. and this is all and condition, right? So you have to satisfy all these cases. Okay, so I think one student got it, which is right here. Okay, now we can do the same thing in join and collect. Okay, like say I'm just copying this condition right here, Control C, and then Control V. Okay, and let's say I'm lowering down the threshold a bit, so let's say 85 and 85. That's it, and you see all the IDs just we're able to extract. Okay, and you can also kind of wrap it like this just to visualize. Okay, so there are two ways you can see to get the student IDs in this example. Okay, one is index and collect, another one is index and join and collect. So hopefully this lecture will be helpful to you guys. Take care.